You ever wake up thinking it's just another regular Tuesday, then by sundown you're building a legal case against your HOA for conspiracy, property destruction, and fraud, all because someone shot your bow? Yeah, that's happened. It started with a sound. Not thunder, ironic, I know, but a single, sharp crack that sliced through the morning like something breaking that wasn't supposed to. I was standing on my porch, coffee in hand, watching the fog lift off the pasture, and then bang. Just one shot. But the kind that carries weight. You feel it before you even know what it hit. Then I saw him drop. Thunder, my Highland bow. 1,200 pounds of rust-colored muscle and personality, born right here on my land, raised from calf to gentle giant. He stumbled forward, legs gave out beneath him, and within seconds, he was gone. No thrashing. No noise. Just gone. And standing at the fence line like it was all routine was Karen Whitmore, clipboard, cardigan, the whole suburban menace starter pack flanked by Chad and Mike, the HOA's self-appointed safety task force. Chad still had the rifle slung over his shoulder like this was a trophy moment, and Mike. He had that smug, arms crossed stance like he'd just protected the community. Karen looked me dead in the eye and said, he matched the profile of a feral hog. We had to act fast. Now, I don't know how many feral hogs she's seen wearing a brass name tag and walking the same fence line every morning for 6 years, but what I do know is that wasn't a mistake. That was a message. Let me back up a bit. I live in a rural patch just outside of town, 23 acres, mostly pasture, some trees, a barn I rebuilt myself. It's been in my family for generations. After leaving my job in prosecution and a long, messy divorce, I came back out here to get my hands dirty again, live slow, rebuild from scratch. It was just me, a few cattle, and peace. Then came the HOA expansion. At first, I wasn't even in the zone. My land was unincorporated, agricultural, no covenants, no problems. But when the new subdivision popped up across the road, solar roofs, EV chargers, eco-modern ranch homes, it brought with it people who didn't understand country life. People who thought cars were quaint until they saw where the smell came from. And Karen. She saw an opportunity. They started slow flyers in the mailbox, friendly reminders about community standards, even though I wasn't technically under their jurisdiction. Then came the petitions to annex nearby land, including mine, under a new, extended environmental safety ordinance, also known as 4203B. Buried in legalese, passed in a sleepy Thursday meeting with no one present but the board, it gave them authority to manage nuisance wildlife and environmental hazards within a quarter-mile of the community border. And wouldn't you know it? That quarter-mile cut right into my fence line. I pushed back, filed objections, showed them I wasn't part of the HOA, cited zoning laws, but they kept showing up. Karen with her smile and clipboard. Chad with his drone, flying over my property. Mike leaving little warning notices about exposed wire fencing or other disturbances. Then Thunder started making their newsletter. I'm serious. HOA bulletins with his picture, labeled potential risk animal public concern. Like he was a loose tiger or something. Then came citations. Not official, just HOA stamped papers left under my door. $500 here for unsafe livestock containment, $800 there for visual disruption to adjacent properties. And all this while they were making offers, quiet ones. From Rivigate developers, run by Karen's husband, Gerard. They wanted to buy my land. Said it would complete the Greenbelt vision for the subdivision. Offered below market, of course. Told me I could take the deal or wait for the compliance process to finish. I said no. They fired back with the ordnance. Then they shot my bow. After Thunder went down, I didn't yell. I didn't threaten. I walked right past them, knelt by his body, and promised him out loud, you won't be the last thing they bury out here. That night, I started building a file. Every letter, every notice, every HOA meeting transcript I could dig up. Pulled county records, drone footage, emails I FOI'd from zoning board contacts I still had from my prosecutor days. I even recovered deleted Rivergate marketing docs that listed my land as under negotiation, even though I'd never agreed to anything. Then I found the Phase 3 slide deck. Karen had presented it privately to potential investors, a slideshow titled "A Community Optimization Timeline." My property was labeled High Risk Holdout, and beside it in red the words "Removal Imminent." That's when I knew. It wasn't just about thunder. It was a pattern. Turns out, I wasn't the first. Pete down the road lost his chickens after noise complaints. Maria's therapy goats disappeared after the HOA filed a trespassing complaint. And each time, the owner got a lowball offer on their property from a concerned third party, offering to help them move on. This wasn't a dispute. It was a coordinated land grab. So I turned everything over to the state AG's office. Quietly. No press. Just evidence, timelines, motive. They opened an investigation under the table. Told me to keep collecting, so I did. Then came the special HOA meeting. Karen announced it publicly, something about finalizing neighborhood perimeter improvements. I showed up late, stood in the back, watched her walk to the mic in her pink blazer like she was running a fundraiser. Slide 1, Target Zones for Environmental Restructuring. Slide 2, Priority Action Properties. Slide 3, my face. And that's when Agent Morales stood up, DOJ, white shirt, badge at his hip. "Come, Claire, Karen Whitmore, we need to speak with you immediately regarding active charges of conspiracy, fraud, and unlawful surveillance." Room went dead silent. Chad's hand twitched toward his phone. 2 officers moved in. "Mike." He just sat down and stared at the table like it might swallow him whole. "Karen." She tried to smile, said it must be a mistake. Morales handed her a copy of her own email. Subject line, "Clear markers by Q3 or we lose the reach." She didn't say another word. Within 72 hours, Rivergate assets were frozen. The HOA board was suspended by emergency county injunction. Karen and Gerard are facing racketeering charges. And that Phase 3 map, now being used as a case study in real estate ethics seminars. As for me, Thunder's buried under the oak tree by the south fence. I carved his name into the wood with my own knife. Boone, my new bull, roams the same field now, heavy-footed and calm, like he knows the battle's been won. Pete got his chickens back. Maria adopted 2 new goats. And the subdivision. Let's just say they are learning to appreciate rural life real quick. But I'll be honest, it's not over. Because what happened here? It's happening everywhere. People like Karen, they don't need guns or bulldozers. They use rules. Fine print. Petitions and fake concern. They smile while they bleed you out on paper. So I'll ask you. If they came for your land, your peace, your livelihood, would you fight? Or would you wait until the clipboard turned into a bullet? Let me know in the comments. Because the only way this ends is if we all start paying attention.